Welcome back. It's the start of chapter 3, and I was just checking to see if we can talk to Charlie or anything at the cafe. I'm honestly not sure. Oh, he is here.
I hate to say it, but I don't have time to talk to Charlie right now.
Okay, apparently we can't. I mean, I knew you could talk to him at the start of chapter 2 about the events of the night before, even though it wasn't technically necessary, but I didn't really remember if you could do that at this chapter. But apparently not. Oh well, doesn't matter. So, let's head over to Hope Street. Oh, we still have our weekly pass, so we don't need to get a ticket. Okay, back on the subway. I have to say, subways in Tokyo look a lot better than this. Bunch of places we can go. We can go back to Metro Circle. Radio Power Building is actually also Metro Circle. This is all, again, at the theater where we were yesterday. There's a reason the game allows you to go back there, and you'll find it out soon enough. Or not, I don't actually remember. It doesn't matter. You will find out at some point why you can go back there, even though I don't think I will have to, but I'll explain it when it comes up. Ooh, flying taxi.
Cabs never stop at Hope Street.
How very Fifth Element, flying taxis. These guys just trying to look threatening.
Looks like he knows how to use that steel pipe. The boss man. From his uniform, I'd say he's one of the West Side Kings. They got recruitment posters all over town. I think he's in trouble.
Looks like it.
She's gone.
He's gone.
87.
Yes, thank you, April. I can read. Looks like an apartment building. Well, it does look like this isn't the nicest place in town for an 18-year-old girl to go to. But we have no choice. Oh well. Let's just stay low and hope that we don't run into gangs or anything. Let's head over to that cathedral. Wow. Well, that sort of looks out of place, considering the neighborhood it's in. But then again, Cortez did say that it was supposed to be a clean neighborhood when it was constructed, so probably the cathedral was built before the neighborhood started decaying.
I wonder how they light those candles. Do they have ladders? Or jetpacks? That's a funky idea. Priests with rockets on their backs. That would give a whole new dimension to evening services.
I'd like to see that. I'd probably convert just to see that.
Pretty. And considering the neighborhood, it's a miracle that it's still intact. Maybe it's bulletproof stained glass designed for inner city cathedrals.
Maybe it's stained plexiglass. It doesn't break that easily. Well, let's head over towards the confessionals, because it appears that that's the only place we can go. And there is a man standing there, who is apparently a priest. fresco.
It's a baby angel. A cherub? He's got a red robe wrapped around his posterior, and he looks to be in a hurry. I can't remember reading about this particular incident in the Bible. Maybe it was in the sequel? Nah. That came out only 5 years ago, and this wall painting looks a lot older than that.
The Bible has a sequel? Then again, I suppose that's sort of inevitable.
It's the confessional.
Let's confess.
It's been more than 2 years since my last confession, but no. I'm not in a mood to be counting beads right now, and with my list of, shortcomings, I'll be counting beads for a very long time.
Okay. Apparently, April, or at least her family, goes to church, if she's been to a confessional before. Anyway, let's see who this priest guy is.
It's a priest.
Hopefully it's the guy we're looking for. Since he's the only guy here we can actually talk to, that's quite likely.
Good morning. I'm Father Raul. You're not a Hope Street regular, are you? I haven't seen you here before.
I don't visit the neighborhood very often, no.
And why should you? It's not a very nice place. This cathedral is all there's left of the hope in Hope Street.
I'm sorry to hear that, Father.
So am I. But we cope. We cope. How may I be of assistance?
Well, let's cut to the chase. Ask him about war news.
Do you know a boy named Warren Hughes?
As a matter of fact, I do. The Hugheses were regulars before they traveled to the colonies. Poor Warren was left an orphan by his family. I haven't seen him for years.
There. So Warren's family traveled to the colonies. What by that he actually means the off-world colonies, another planet. How nice of them to leave Warren here. Although things are a little more complicated than that.
Where does Warren live?
I'm not sure he lives anywhere. But he does belong to a Hope Street gang, the Razor Blades, I believe. They seem to congregate just down the street in Building 87. Be careful, though. Although they're far from the worst gang around here, they're not a particularly friendly lot, and they don't care for strangers.
I can take care of myself.
I don't doubt that. Still, be careful.
Do people still go to church?
Yes, some do. Some do. Religion is pretty resilient.
Religion, sure. But there's so many new religions, and people tend to abandon the old ones, don't they?
They'll be back. The Voltex and the Manus of the world offer only a fleeting chance of material happiness. What they cannot offer is spiritual enlightenment.
So you're not worried about the competition?
We have over 2,000 years of experience and tradition to build on. I don't see us just rolling over on our backs and giving up. No.
Okay, he's been helpful.
Thank you, Father.
Please come by again if you're ever in the neighborhood.
Isn't it strange that he just gives out his information about Warren Hughes without even really knowing who we are? That's a bit suspicious, perhaps. If I were a suspicious person. Got a new diary entry. Sunday. I went to the Hope Street Cathedral and met Father Raul. Nice guy. He told me that Warren hangs out in Building 87, right down on Hope Street. That's Building 87 of the Hope Street projects. Not exactly the friendliest place in town. It's more of a shoot first, then shoot again, then pull the trigger a few more times before asking questions kind of place. And I'm not even sure they bother with the asking question parts anymore. Sounds like a nice place to visit. And by total coincidence that I'm absolutely certain is not the intention of the game designers at all, Building 87 happens to be the one we saw right outside. Right here. So let's head on over there. But we'll go inside in the next video.